With Iga still struggling to get past the semifinals, and the world number one playing the world number two in the Roland Garros Final, things are getting really interesting as we move into the summer of tennis. This is Baseline Broadcast. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to get back into Roland Garros. I made y'all a video right beforehand, and then I'm gonna make y'all a video afterwards, kind of recapping the tournament. It's kind of how I'm gonna be able to do things nowadays. Yeah, as I mentioned at the beginning, Iga Swiatek still struggling to get past the semifinals in a tournament. She was defeated yesterday by Aryna Sabalenka, and the match itself wasn't even that bad. So I'm hoping she'll take a lesson from the first two sets of that match and say, hey, I played really great here. There's something here that I can build on. Obviously, I mean, in the third set, if you saw it, she got bageled. The bageler got bageled on her most dominant surface. But the first two, we're just going to ignore the third set. The first two sets of that match were epic. And Iga does need to take some notes there moving forward. So hopefully she does that. Now moving into the final for Roland Garros, Aryna Sabalenka, like I said, defeated Iga yesterday in the semifinals to get into the finals. And then Coco Gauff, who is now the world number 2 after Iga dropped to number 5. She's also playing in that final. It's going to be a great match, and I'm super excited about it. And of course, I'll do a reaction video and all that, so you'll have that there. So I want to get into, I want to break down each of the players and how their matches have been going, and give you a little bit of a prediction on who. I mean, honestly, it could go either way. It's gonna be fun. Either way, Aryna is going for her 4th Grand Slam title. She got her 1st and 2nd at the Australian Open, and then she got her 3rd at the U.S. Open, and now she's going for Roland Garros. So, Coco is going for her 2nd Grand Slam title. She also won at the U.S. Open. Interestingly enough, that final she was playing Aryna Sabalenka. So, this is going to be a fun match. The world number 1 against the world number 2, and it's funny, on the guy's side, it's the exact same thing, Sinner versus Alcaraz, but, I'm not covering that match, I'm sorry. Maybe I should get into it. But we're focused on, women's tennis right now. And let's get into it. Alright, we're going to start with the top seed, Aryna Sabalenka. To get to the finals, she played, sorry if I butchered these names, Rakimova in the first round, won in straight sets 6-1, 6-love. In the second round, she played Teichmann, won 6-3, 6-1. In the third round, she played Danilovic, who actually, interestingly enough, defeated Collins again. Danilovic made a big run at Roland Garros last year as well, but unfortunately she had to play the world number 1, and there's not much you can do if you're if you're still trying to work on your game. But it does actually help you, I think, to try to up your game. So hopefully Danilovic takes some notes from that. It was 6-2, 6-3. And then in the fourth round, she played American Amanda Anisimova. That was a tighter match, 7-5, 6-3. And then in the quarterfinals, she faced off against one of her rivals, Qinwen Zhang, the number 8 seed, won in a tiebreak, 7-6, and then the tiebreak was 7-3, and then she won that second set 6-3. And then yesterday's match in the semifinals. Up to this point, Sabalenka did not drop a set, if you noticed. But again, she's going up against one of the more dominant clay players, and it's not just anybody, it's Iga. So, you know, you got to be prepared to potentially drop a set here, and she did. She won the first set in a tiebreak, 7-6, and then the tiebreak was 7-1. And then she lost the second set 6-4. Like I said, those first two sets are things that Iga can take, hopefully, to improve her game a little bit going into the summer. We can ignore the third set, which was 6-love. And then that got Aryna into the final. So she is up against Coco Gauff, the world number 2 from Florida. And yeah, she's ready to play. She's nicknamed the Tiger for a reason. She's going to go out there and give everything she has, and at times she will roar. So get ready for that. Next up, we have the world number 2, Coco Gauff. She, in the first round, played Gadecki, and then she played Valentova. I'm so sorry, again, if I butcher these names. And then Buskova in the third round. She won each of those matches in straight sets, although the first one was 6-2, 6-2, the second one was 6-2, 6-4, and then Buskova ended up taking her to a tiebreak in the second set. So it was 6-1, and then 7-6, and then it was 7-3 in the tiebreak. And then in the fourth round, she played Alexandrova, bageled her in the first set, 6-love, and then second set, it was 7-5. No tiebreak there, but you gotta win by 2, so, you know, that will roll. And then this was the first time that Coco dropped a set in the quarterfinal. No surprise that she did, because she's playing Madison Keys. These two are two great American players. They've both made it to Grand Slam finals. They both won Grand Slams, as you know, earlier this year. Madison Keys won the Australian Open against Aryna Sabalenka. And Keys ended up winning that first set 7-6 with an 8-6 tiebreak score, but then Coco came back with a vengeance and got her 6-4, 6-1. So that got her into the semifinals. But we're still seeing some greatness from Keys, so don't sleep on her. She'll be back. And then in the semifinals, the big story was Coco was playing French woman Lois Boisson. Now, Boisson was a wild card, and she is also ranked 361 going into this tournament. She obviously doesn't get into the main draw automatically. She's got to play her way in, and she did extremely well. Now, she obviously, like I said, wild card. She got all the way to the semifinals at her home open, which is incredible. But again, she's playing the world number 2, so it's going to be a little bit difficult, especially when you're trying to up her game. But she has been able to up her game. She defeated 3 top 10 players before playing Coco. That will help Lois's ranking and also her ability to get into the main draw at other tournaments later this year. But we'll worry about that in a later video. Right now we're just talking about Coco. Coco defeated Boysan 6-1, 6-2, and of course, she did incredibly well with the French crowd, cheering on Lois. But now she is into the final against Aryna Sabalenka. I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a good match. I really feel it. I feel like this could be a 3-setter. It'll have potentially a tie-break if both are on their A game. So let's get into the key factors of this match. So the key factor of this match, I think, is pretty. It'll be pretty obvious once you start watching it. Is going to be serving. Coco's serve is not her biggest weapon, but for Aryna, if she gets a good serve in, especially a good first serve, she's incredibly hard to beat when it comes to returns and stuff like that. Coco's got an issue with double faulting. We've talked about this before. She's really got to work on those double faults. Having 9, 10, upwards of that per match. We can't do that as the world number 2. We gotta, especially not against this version of Aryna Sabalenka. It's gonna be tough to defeat her if you continue to double fault over and over and over again. Yeah, the big factor here is gonna be serving. Another factor that's going to be big here is how each player plays each point. Are we going to go for the winners, or are we going to go for the touch shots, or the gentler shots? Aryna Sabalenka does hit the ball hard. She and Iga yesterday were smacking that ball pretty hard, and I believe Coco was too, because but I think that's a slower court. Roland Garros. But yes. So Iga and Aryna were hitting that ball pretty hard yesterday. So we're gonna watch to see if Aryna will do the same thing against Coco, or she'll go for more drop shots and more kind of little touch shots here and there. If she can get those good shots there instead of trying to smack winners all the time, she'll be good to go. It'll be the same thing on Coco's end. They both got to work on not over-hitting the ball and making sure that the ball stays in the court. That's a big thing, obviously for all tennis players, but for this one, you got to make sure that errors are minimal and winners are maximized, but not always major winners. Sometimes those little touch shots will get it. So it's going to be about strategy, it's going to be about touch, and it's going to be about mental toughness. Alright guys, so that's it for this video. I'm going to do some sort of reaction. Hopefully tomorrow. The match is at 8, so I shouldn't have any problem doing that and getting to work on time. Hopefully. But if the match does last a while, then I'll pause it and come back to it. No big deal. But I'll see you guys tomorrow for the final, and also in the videos to come. I'm hoping to kind of do a little bit more of these. So yeah, but Roland Garros tomorrow is the final. Tune in if you can, and I'll see you there. Bye.